Mac Studio, Mac Studio, Mac Studio. What's this about? What's up viewers? The new Mac Studio had been around for a while now. From the outside, it may look more like the old Mac Minis. But when it comes to the performance, the ground changes. So without any further ado, let's get into the specifications of the whole new Mac Studio. In this video, we are going to talk about processing chip, storage, cooling, display support, audio output, connections and expansion, comms, configuration, and finally base model price. The whole new Mac Studio is powered by two processing chips, M1 Ultra and M1 Max. Among them, M1 Ultra was introduced along with Mac Studio in the March 2022 event, and it is also considered to be the most powerful M1 chip built till now. Coming to M1 Max, we are getting a powerful 10-core CPU, which consists of 8 high-performance and 2 high-efficiency cores. And the GPU of M1 Max comes in two variants, 24 cores and 32 cores. Next, we are getting a 16-core neural engine. Talking about memory, M1 Max can be configured with either 32GB unified memory or 64GB unified memory, both having 400GB per second memory band. Now talking of the M1 Ultra. M1 Ultra arrives with a whopping powerful 20-core CPU, which consists of 16 high performance and 4 high efficiency cores. And talking about GPU, M1 Ultra comes in two variants, 48 cores and 64 cores. Following, we get a 32-core neural engine. And finally, speaking of memory, M1 Ultra can be configured with either 64GB unified memory or 128GB unified memory, both having 800GB per second memory bandwidth. The new Mac Studio comes with a variety of storage options that can be divided based on the processing chip they carry. That is, Mac Studio having M1 Max chip gets 5 storage options, which are 512GB, 1TB, 2TB, 4TB, and finally 8TB. On the other hand, Mac Studio having M1 Ultra chip only gets 4 storage options, which are 1TB, 2TB, 4TB, and 8TB. Also, the SSDs used in this device support up to 7.4GB per second read speeds. With this high performance, it should be getting hot. Apple had taken this into consideration and they introduced two cooling fans on the top section of the Mac Studio, which draws cool air from the bottom vents and blows out the hot air through the vents on the backside. Even though the process of cooling both the M1 Max and M1 Ultra Mac Studios are the same, but the material used are different. The Mac Studio with M1 Max chip use an aluminum conductor to conduct heat to the fan, while M1 Ultra use a copper conductor to conduct heat to the fan. Alright, coming to display support, the Mac Studio supports 5 displays, which is accomplished by utilizing 4 Thunderbolt ports and 1 HDMI port. The Thunderbolt port supports up to 6K resolution at 60Hz refresh rate, and the HDMI port supports up to 4K resolution at 60Hz refresh rate. The Mac Studio comes with built-in speakers, 3.5mm headphone jack, and a HDMI port that support multi-channel audio output. Also, the 3.5mm headphone jack appears with advanced support for high impedance headphones. The Mac Studio checks in with a variety of connections and expansion ports. On the backside, we get 4 Thunderbolt 4 ports, 2 USB-A ports, 1 HDMI port, 1 10GB Ethernet, and finally a 3.5mm headphone jack. On the front side, we get 2 USB-C ports and a SDXC card slot. Communication in this device is facilitated by Wi-Fi 6, Bluetooth 5.0, and a 10GB Ethernet. The whole new Mac Studio can be configured with the following configurations. First of all, M1 Max with 10-core CPU, 24-core GPU and 16-core neural engine, And next, M1 Max with 10 core CPU, 32 core GPU and 16 core neural engine. And M1 Ultra with 20 core CPU, 48 core GPU and 32 core neural engine. And finally, M1 Ultra with 20 core CPU, 64 core GPU and 32 core neural engine.